draft for game 2. We can give everybody a chance to give me more points, please.
Right.
Cool. Okay, so
First ban goes to the Plebs.
Yeah, first pick for the Plebs. Be interesting to see what they want to go with it. Looks like they're hovering the globals, unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
To Hacker and Falstad as their ban hovers. So we'll see. They do pick the Dahaka in the end. I think that's very sensible. You know, I think they showed a decent Dahaka in game 1, so it would have been reasonable to want to look at that as a first pick, but equally not.
I got a prediction here, Bears. I got a prediction that in their first rotations for the No2 Ponies, they're going to pick Vikings.
Why would they ban Gul'dan then?
Actually, that's a good point.
See, that Gul'dan ban throws me for a complete loop.
And there's the Vikings.
Well, you were right.
Love being right. I love being right.
I'm not. Yeah, like I'm not surprised at the Vikings pick. I was surprised at the Gul'dan ban.
Yes, indeed. What that could mean, though. Yeah, but what that could mean though is they probably wanted to ban the Gul'dan because they didn't want to make it too obvious. If they banned something like a Falstad or maybe even the Seraphim, for example, it would have given the Silver Plebs a chance to say, hold on a minute, they might be going Vikings, and then secure Vikings for themselves if they have a Vikings player.
Sure, they do have a Vikings player.
Yeah, and then that could probably be the case.
Yeah, possible.
Either way, there are ways to counter the Vikings. It's difficult if you have a lot of experience playing against them, but there are ways. You can pick up a Seraphim, you can pick up a Falstad. You can even, like, I've seen even players actually pick up an Abathur to counter some of the Viking pressure by giving you that global kind of, presence across all 3 lanes in such a big map. Abathur affords you that kind of XP soak that you get from the Vikings. So there are ways.
I do also want to highlight. So we've got the Varian Greymane, 2 picks that No Trick Ponies ran last game, being picked up by the Plebs. I quite like it. Good comp setup. But here's the thing: we do see the No Trick Ponies with the Sylvanas going with that Vikings.
Yeah, they're going for the push.
Yeah, that gives them the opportunity to have a really hard 4-man push.
Exactly.
And unless Plebs can both deal with the 4-man push with Sylvanas and deal with the Vikings soaking the other lanes, they're going to struggle. Yeah, in fact, I do like what you're saying there, Arkeen, in Twitch chat. He's pointing out that Gul'dan is very strong against a 4-man push. So although if they were just going Vikings with other things, it's not a particularly sensible ban. If you're going Vikings Sylv, it does make sense because Gul'dan is going to be very powerful against that.
The biggest problem that we have right now is not the 4-man push. Fine, it is a thing. The reality is this map is one of the biggest maps in the game, and they've got Vikings. Why they're not reacting with globals to deal with this is beyond me. Because regardless of how well you can defend a 4-man, it doesn't matter because you still have a Viking in 2 lanes, and you can only soak 1. So the best way to deal with Vikings, you need to go globals against them, especially in a large map. And the fact that they picked up a Varian and Greymane means that they want to go for a team fight. No Trick Ponies are not interested in team fighting you. They're not interested in that. They're interested in slowly XP attrition. That's what they want. They want XP attrition and then fight when they want you to. When they want to fight. When they have the level 10 and you're at level 8. When they're at the level 13 and you're at level 11. Those are the kind of fights that they're going to pick. And all the while they'll be pushing left, right, and center. So I hope the No Trick Ponies, Silver Plebs have got something to answer for these Vikings in the next set of picks.
So we see the ETC Li Ming picked up by No Trick Ponies. Very solid picks, good in that sort of 4-man group. Gives them a lot of poke and some lockdown and a lot of damage overall. Now, I can't even really think what I want to see from the last 2 picks from the Silver Plebs. There's not really any global.
Yeah, there isn't much globals. Open. There isn't. If you see what
is it Zeratul?
Zeratul is a pick. But the problem is they're lacking global. ETC is taken away from them. The Haka is taken away from them. Folstad is taken away from them. Those are all the globals you have.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they've already got the mouth, so Brightwing probably isn't an option.
No, exactly. That's why I kind of completely ignored Brightwing, because you don't want to go Brightwing mouth. It's not. It's interesting. It will be very interesting how they deal with this. At this point, I just say pick Abathur and Zeratul. That's what I'm thinking.
It is the Zeratul,
Jaina.
And they've gone for Jaina with it. So they've got a very scary team fight. But
yes,
as you say,
indeed they do.
Whether they'll be able to use that is another question. Okay. Well, we've got our teams here. I'm not sure what to think.
Yeah, the thing is like, we see a lot of the times in Hero Lounge games, especially when we like look back on the games, we think like, why are the teams not engaging? Like, they should fight now, like, before they hit level 16, before they hit level 13. But the problem is, against a good team, they won't fight you. They will position themselves in which, in order for you to gain a fight, you have to be so out of position to do so. And those two ponies, the way I feel is they are going to dictate the pace of this game by just the XP soak, and they will only fight when they choose to fight, not when Silver Plebs decide to do it. Now
they don't. Okay, so they don't have any fantastic disengage options. Is the only counterpoint I've got for that.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not bad at disengaging, but they're not like they don't have the Brightwing for the Emerald Wind or the Falstad with the Gust to give them that guaranteed disengage option. So maybe Plebs can exploit that.
Yeah, that's the maybe, yeah. But they have got a lot of ways to. Well, they haven't got a huge disengage, but Li Ming can blink. Jaina can can teleport out with her haunting wave. ETC's got a power slide. Kerosimi's got a dash, and the Vikings. That's the Vikings.
Okay, so we are into the game. We've got in blue on the left-hand side, we've got the Silver Plebs. BB Daddy is on the Greymane. Godspeed on the Jaina. Alex is on the Varian. And Angel on the Zeratul, with Nux on the Malfurion.
And on the right-hand side, for No Trick Ponies, we have Silver Fox on the Li Ming, Senric on the ECC, Millie on the Sylvanas, Fatal on the Monk, and everyone's favorite trio of cancerous dwarfs, Patsku on the Lost Vikings.
So we've got the 4-man with Sylv heading straight to the bottom. Looks like the Plebs are sort of suspecting this. They were moving towards the bottom side of the map, but they then did go back up to mid. They've left Greymane on his own pot, which means they've already lost a tower. Second one is under pressure.
And
that is a blow up on the Sylv.
Blow up, indeed.
Nice charge, followed by the Greymane damage. Going to do very good work.
And we see the Jaina coming from the back into a beautiful blizzard that might secure the ETC kill.
Gonna get ETC there.
Yo, so close. One Q would have killed him.
And then Mouth hit the Moonfire, put him to I think 10 or maybe 15 hit points before he managed to get away there. But he is going to survive. We've got Zeratul is roaming around, obviously making sure that the Vikings can't take any too extreme liberties. But while he is in the top lane, while he's in the top lane, the Vikings in mid are getting some pressure on.
Yeah.
And then
what I would be doing, Bayas, at the moment is simply this. I will be telling the Jaina, I'll be saying, as soon as we push away the No Trick Ponies, I want Jaina top to put one Blizzard down in the mid wave. Zeratul, then all he has to do is just do one ability and he clears the mid wave and he goes back up to top. That's probably the most efficient way of clearing these two lanes in the timely manner.
Yeah, massive route there. Does lock them down, and Karazin
the Karazin goes down.
The No Trick Ponies did get another tower in trade for that.
Yeah.
But that is the kill on the Silver Pleb side just before the nukes are spawning, which is good news for them for sure.
Indeed, yes, indeed.
However, we do see the middle nuke not being contested, but looks like the Vikings definitely had time to channel that.
Yeah, they did indeed.
Didn't. I'm not quite sure why. They really should have tried to pick that one up.
and it looks like they're backing away completely. Nope, the Zero 2 is just going to be guarding that point.
Yeah, and we do see Jaina picking up the nuke in bottom, nice and safely. And we do now have the Warbringer stun from the Varian as well, which does give them...
Oh, beautiful power slide.
Big power slide on 2, but that is a big lockdown on the Karazim. He manages to queue out just before the roots lock him down. Oh, combo from the Li Ming will block the Greymane.
And now
but
the
on the
power
other
slide
hand,
comes in.
Zeratul manages to pick off the Viking, but that's not going to matter. Sylvanas disabling the structures and a massive spree of kills.
But you see, this is
Ponies.
So like those Ponies have drafted this very well, because not only do they have the Sylvanas push potential, they also have a great pick comp. They have an ECC power slide, they have a Li Ming combo, and the Kerasim himself is probably one of the better damage healers in the game.
Yeah,
so they have got a pick comp, which is exactly what you want as in a 4-man, right? If you're going for the Vikings. So all round, I think that was a very well thought out draft by them.
Completely agree, absolutely. It's a very nice setup for the Vikings. I shall potentially be looking to poach that strategy myself, because I'm a bit of a fan of playing some Vikings when I can get a chance.
God, I hate you already.
I'll live with that.
And the Jaina's going to get picked up here.
Jaina taking a lot of damage is okay so far. Managed to avoid the Li Ming combo, so is going to survive. Karazim falls low, but it is Zeratul that dies first. But it is a 1-for-1 trade. Li Ming not able to get any work done with the resets. Varian charging in on the Viking there, probably not necessary.
What I'm interested to see here is at the moment is once Varian gets that level 10 the taunt, he has got some opportunities, because I'm seeing these team fights and I feel if they have one more CC in their team, they can secure the kill a little bit quicker. Now, once they get level 10, they will have that level of CC. They will have the additional CC, and quite a heavy one at that. So it'll be interesting to see how these team fights go post level 10.
Absolutely, and obviously at this stage, we don't see a cleanse for No Trick Ponies. That is a pick off on the mouth, trying to have a bit of a duel with the Li Ming.
I think he had
didn't go very well.
Yeah, I think that's his multiple personality disorder kicking in. He thought he was a tank. It'll be interesting. I think Silver Plebs, all they have to do now is just, get level 10. Turtle up like they've never turtled before, ride it out, and then get that level 10. And then start then trying to get a pick. And tell that mouth to go up to the back line where he belongs, and not frontline things.
But obviously the problem with that is the XP.
Oh, great! Oh, if that taunt was there. Sorry, Bears, what were you saying?
Did get a pick on the Sylve in the end.
Fantastic.
And Li Ming getting rooted, charged by the Varian, but Li Ming manages to turn it and gets the kill back on the Varian. What I was saying, and there's Li Ming going down.
My god, this is a feed fest right now.
Bloodbath over here. What I was saying was, No Trick Ponies, they're about to have their 10s, and that is a long time before Silver Plebs are going to secure theirs. So that is awkward for them. We do get the pick off on Eric, that's nice. It will secure the bottom nuke, I think, for Plebs, and they did pick up.
And they're challenging the other one. They can't get that greedy.
No, they really
Mouth,
can't.
you're not a tank. Get away from there.
Yeah, Mouth needs to be backing up, being a little bit more safe.
Again, he's going back in again.
It gets the interrupt on the channel and does get away, but probably unnecessarily risky.
You've got 3 nukes.
So yeah, we've got 3 nukes for Silver Plebs. Sylvanas is going to pick up one for themselves, and Olaf up here has got another one. Might be able to pick this Olaf off. That would be kind of a big deal. Doesn't look like it though.
And looks like they're going for the forts at the top.
They are dropping their nukes on the top fort. Not going to quite finish it, but going to get close.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
and they're getting close to level 10. They're getting close to level 10.
In the mid, we do see No Trick Ponies going to get the kill on that mid fort, no problems. They did use a nuke on it, but other than that, just Sylvanas knocked it down.
Just missing.
Yeah, it was close, but not quite there. Now,
This is where the voids come in, the taunt comes in,
yeah.
Ring of Frost come in. Let's see what they can do.
And of course the Twilight Dream. I mean, I do love Twilight Dream as a follow-up.
This is an art meta right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a void coming
Void
in.
on
They got two of them in there.
That's decent. And the Ring of Frost.
Oh no!
Ring of Frost misses. Palm on the Karazim rather early. Going to be wasting that. But the two-man Mosh doesn't quite manage to kill anyone.
No.
And we will see. Looks like only the one kill on the Varian there.
Yeah.
Rest of Silver Plebs will get away.
Oh, not like this. They had the perfect setup there. Great two-man void in Ring of Frost. All you have to do is just cancel that damn void and let the Ring of Frost do his thing.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Maybe
they got it out of the system. They got it out of the system. They will land it next time.
Yeah, absolutely. So we did see. So just looking at builds for a moment here, we do see a full Q build from Li Ming, which is interesting. I mean, it gives her a lot more push ability,
yes,
for sure. But it's, I don't know. I mean, I really love taking dominance and calamity against a Vikings team because that's pretty sick. It gives you a lot of safety. But you know, it's fine. Sylvanas though, Dreadful Wake and Unstable Poison. I hate those talents, man. I like some Sylvanas, but those talents.
But she's going for pure push. She's going for pure push.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I think you still get a lot more value out of the Black Arrow.
Yes, indeed.
At 7.
And they still have got a void at the top, but there's no one to follow it up.
No, it was just a void with no follow up at all, and now it's going to be a 5v4, 4v4 with the boss involved. So that's going to not go in the favour of the Silver Plebs there. Zeratul
questioning
falling.
That void, he's by himself voiding into no one. Oh, the Ring of Frost comes in.
That was a really nice Ring of Frost. Does get the kill on the ETC, and the Palm again doesn't get any value from the Karazim.
Yes,
he's not quite going to fall, but very low.
I think that's the key. Like, let Zeratul die, then you run your Ring of Frost, I think.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. And
looks like they're gonna go for this
coming in along with the boss. That's going to make it very difficult. We do have the keep falling. Obviously, the talent disadvantage making the Plebs very cautious here. Understandably so, but equally, giving up a keep this early in the game is going to put them in a rough place as the game progresses.
Especially with the macro-heavy composition that
absolutely
no trick ponies have.
Absolutely. So one nuke picked up in the top lane as no trick ponies retreated. And who actually picked that one up in the end? Was the Li Ming.
The Karazim had a nuke on him. I believe it could have been the Li Ming.
Karazim's used his nuke. He did have a nuke a little bit earlier. Li Ming's picked up the current nuke. And we do now see
great void.
Lovely void prison. And
nope, doesn't land again.
Once again, slightly mistimed. And that is going to be Zeratul falling there.
That's a great shame.
It is. We do see the two-man Marsh. Li Ming going to be capitalizing on that, getting the resets, getting those Seeker procs as well. Greymane retreating, but Silver Plebs kind of in disarray here. They have pulled back now. But that is 2 nukes on the side of No Trick Ponies. They're making a move on the bottom key. Obviously with the Sylvanas as well. Going to be difficult for Plebs to hold this. They are 13 against 16, so that talent disadvantage is hurting them. Cursed Bullet doing a lot of damage to ETC, but Greymane getting closed down, will be killed off, and Sylvanas still disabling this keep. So that is going to be a second keep falling.
Yeah, and this could be cool. This could be cool.
Yeah, I mean,
they're
they do
4
have
levels ahead.
They don't have any nukes in hand at the moment, but obviously they're still soaking with the Vikings in the mid lane. So what they can absolutely do is just be putting pressure on the core, even if they're not actually going core. They're forcing Silver Plebs to all be stacked in a defensive position. If they get the pick off, if they get some kills, they can go core. If they don't, they can just pull back, and they're still gaining more advantage by the XP from the Vikings there.
We see the first set of catapults heading to the core now.
Zeratul gets locked down by the CC from No Trick Ponies. Varian also getting picked off here.
Just look at the damage of the kerosene on that.
Not going to get away. And that's 2 men dead. That is probably core for No Trick Ponies here. Don't think Silver Plebs can be able to stop them. Jaina taking huge damage from the ETC CC into the leaning combo. ETC getting palmed.
Go on, guys.
Perfect timing there on delaying until the palm. 2 kills for the Silver Plebs, but that is going to be it. Game over. 2-0 in the series to No Trick Ponies.
Well played.
So, no upsets here.